No one is talking about this with Cody Rhodes in this video. I'm going to tell you exactly what that is and why you need to be talking about it, because Cody Rhodes has obviously been the face of WWE really over the last 2 years. When he returned, or 3 years going on, wow, how time changes, but for the last 2 years, definitely so. He returns to the company in 2022, has an epic feud with Seth Rollins, gets injured, comes back, wins men's Royal Rumble match, goes on to WrestleMania 39, falls short to Roman Reigns, and they're like, you know what? We're going to run it back again. And obviously, he won the men's Royal Rumble match and beat Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania 40. Has since made countless title defenses against countless names: Solo Sikoa, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, and many, many more. We are on a collision course between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens at Saturday night's main event on December 14th. They've already teased it, and obviously Cody isn't or didn't work Survivor Series, depending on when you hear this video. So, where can they go? There's a lot of talk about Cody Rhodes right now. You got a built-in feud with Randy Orton. You also get to do that Rock match. Looks like they're going to do it at WrestleMania 41, although they could make it a triple threat with Roman involved as well. Cody Rhodes has been the guy for WWE over the last 2 years. I don't care who is the champion, Cody Rhodes is a draw. I don't care who, and I mean Roman, if he's on the card, Cody Rhodes finds a way to stand out. He is what WWE wanted Roman Reigns to be years ago as a babyface, where you can send him and do all these media, and he represents the brand. He showcases the brand. He brings value to the brand. He gets people talking. He can cut promos. He's got a heck of a gimmick. He can work inside the ring. I mean, he fits it all. He hits all the checklist. But there's one thing, though, that there's a little bit of a flaw in Cody Rhodes right now. There's no clear-cut person to dethrone him as the undisputed WWE Championship. That's a major issue and something which they need to address. Now, WrestleVotes Radio, they recently noted that there are no plans whatsoever for Cody Rhodes to drop the championship anytime soon. They love what he's doing, right? For everything that I just mentioned. I mean, he does hit every checklist, and he is just checking things off the box. That's a good problem to have. But just like with Roman, you needed somebody. You need someone waiting in the wings. I don't know who that is. Maybe that's a young guy that needs to be developed. Maybe that's a veteran that we just haven't gotten to see. I'm a little concerned that we're going to repeat the cycle of we're going to go and we're going to run with Cody Rhodes for a while, and then we're going to put the championship back on Roman. I don't think Roman needs to be champion for a while, right? When you hold a championship for so many years, you don't necessarily want to run it back with them. So let's say Cody Rhodes is champion until SummerSlam, right? Just as an example. Is it too soon to put the title back on Roman? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's where you falter, right? WWE is super duper high on Solo Sikoa. Well, we've seen him work with Cody. We've seen him lose to Cody, so he can't be the guy. One name that just pops out in my head, Jacob Fatu, right? Jacob Fatu can be a world champion. He has world championship material written all over him. That's someone that could dethrone Cody. But in the near future, this is what we got lined up. So they're going to do Cody versus Kevin Owens, a feud that's really, really been well done. The storyline arc, the character progression that Kevin Owens has undergone in recent weeks. I mean, think about it. They ran this match just a few months ago at Bash in Berlin. It was a heck of a match. Cody Rhodes went over. And so if you see it like that, then it's like, okay, well, they got to do something. You knew they were going towards a Kevin Owens heel turn, and that's exactly what they did, and that was the right call. They needed to do that. Kevin Owens is a much better heel. He is better when he has an edge and a reason to be hated. That's what they've done with him. That's perfect for ultra, baby face in Cody Rhodes. You still got to do the Randy Orton match, and I think you still got to do it as Cody is still champion. Although I can see the argument of, well, they don't need the championship. It's Randy freaking Orton and it's Cody Rhodes, two household names, two future Hall of Famers, two of the best to go down in history. I think Cody Rhodes will after his WWE run, especially everything that he's had to go through from being brought in the way that he did, leaving WWE on his own, starting AEW, coming back, becoming a top star, yada, 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 right? But they have such a history that you don't necessarily need the championship for them to feud, right? It's nice to go in there and go, okay, Randy Orton, he's going to try to go for another world championship as he tries to get closer to the world title record held by John Cena and Ric Flair at 16. But you don't need it because of the whole legacy thing and because they're good friends outside the ring and everything like that. There's a lot of good history that you can tell on television. And more importantly, you can really extend it because right now Orton is a babyface. So you could have a babyface versus babyface match and then go and do Orton versus Cody, but with Orton as the heel, right? Like that has merit, that has a lot of legs, that has a lot of interesting booking and interesting storytelling capabilities. So that's something you can look at. And then obviously the big Rock match, right? Coming out of WrestleMania 40, they heavily teased, they heavily implied that we were going to get Rock versus Cody. Something in which I think needs to happen sooner rather than later. Because Rock, he's getting older, and you always have to worry about his Hollywood schedule and being able to commit to doing a match and the build up towards the match. So let's hope we can get Rock versus Cody, but I'm not holding my breath either. It's a match that's been built up since earlier this year. Rock coming back, taking Cody's spot, Cody fighting back, Rock turning heel, them pivoting the tag match, his involvement in Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, right? Him being the final boss kind of thing. Like there's levels to this game, there's layers to this storyline, there's a lot of good that they can do out of this. And it's something which I'm curious to see how they do, if they can do it, right? It's still the big dog question. Can you do Rock versus Cody? And if you can, how do you pull it off? Obviously, Cody Rhodes goes over, but there's still a lot of questions there.